All right, so we're recording this time. Welcome to our team call. Sorry that we didn't have our team call last week. I just had a lot of things going on, but things are finally settling down now. So thank you for understanding. So I'm excited to talk to you guys about Success Club because Success Club is really the measurement for your business. I've been doing this for 14 months and I've hit Success Club every single month for those 14 months. The only month I didn't hit it technically when I signed up in November, I didn't hit it, but I didn't start in the beginning of November. So I think I only got like 2 points my first month. But the reason why that Success Club is kind of like the measurements in this business is it not only gives you kind of like a guideline of how many people you're helping, but it also helps you pay for your Shakeology every single month, right? And the other thing is it helps you with free customer leads. So if you have a club membership, which I think you all do, so you pay $40 every 3 months, you get the on-demand workouts, and you get free customer leads. So when you hit Success Club, I believe they just switched it to Success Club 10. When you hit Success Club 10 every single month, the people that sign up for like info commercials, or if they sign up, when they call into Beachbody, those people aren't assigned a coach. So basically your reward to the company, they give you free customers or free coaches, depending on what those people want to do. And they should show up in your back office. If you need help with that, I can help you. But most of the time it shows you where new customers are, so you should be able to see. If you ever get a new customer, you don't know who they are, always email them or try to contact them in some way. But before we get into all that, I think I just want to like kind of backtrack it, because a lot of people have been coming to me saying, I'm not making the money I want to make, and they're focusing so much on the money aspect of the business when your first initial goal is to help people. Like, this is why we signed up. We want to help people. We want to help people get results and, make them feel good about themselves. And then the money will come. Because I think a lot of people too, like, I need to hit Success Club 5 or I need to hit Success Club 10. And they focus so much on the number. So they're talking to that person as if, they're just money to them. And I think that's a lot of the reason why people can sense that when you're talking to them. So that's one thing I kind of want us to all like refocus on is that you want to portray yourself as you really want to be helping these people. And if you're just putting your heart and pouring your heart into everything, you're going to get those people signing up with you or closing them, whatever term you want to use. But now, I want you guys to go into, or I can pull it up. Hold on 1 second. If you guys are on your computers, the tag post that I do with the calendar every single month, can you guys access it when we're on here? Okay, so I want everybody to go on. I should have had that pulled up. I want everyone to go in to the team page and get that calendar up, so I can discuss it with you guys and how to utilize it to hit Success Club every single month and the steps to take. I just want to pull it up so I'm telling you the correct dates. Sorry, my computer is so slow. It's coming. Can you guys see it right now? Okay. So if you want to hit Success Club every single month, first step, utilize this calendar for your posts and for how you're going to invite people to the challenge group. So free challenge group every single month, the first week of the month. If you guys don't want to participate in the big one, you guys can run your own challenge group. But you need to make sure when you're doing this, you want to invite. So even if you're posting about it, that is awesome. That's great. But you need to actually be personally inviting people to your free group as well. People may not see your post, or they may not understand when you put in, I'm running a challenge group. I mean, chances are some people aren't going to know. I mean, for us, we're like, yeah, challenge group. But if you think back to when you first started as a coach or when you first started as challenger, did you really know what anybody meant by a challenge group? Probably not. So when you're posting, you have to remember how you word things too. Like, this is an accountability group, and we provide motivation to people and what you're going to provide to them, or give maybe a testimonial of how somebody felt in a free challenge group. But you also need to contact people, and this should be easier for you guys to do. So because it's free, because you're hosting it for 7 days, whatever type of challenge group you want to do, it should be easy for you guys to come and invite at least 30 people to the challenge group. Maybe you talked to them before, or maybe you just added them to your network and say, hey, you know, I'm a coach, or whatever you want to do. I'm really into health and fitness, and I love expanding my network and meeting new positive people. And I'd love to have you join my challenge group for 7 days, no obligation, just some participation throughout the week. We have prizes at the end, or something like that. And what that does is that starts getting people, if you get the 30 people into your group, right, and you're helping them throughout the week and adding in motivation and adding in personal development tips throughout that week and the workouts and what we're all about, the people that have never actually experienced that, they're going to start feeling good. They're going to start feeling positive. They're going to understand what a team culture is, right? Chances are you're going to be able to get 3 people out of those 30 people to sign up as a coach or a challenger, right? So for every 10 people you speak to, one person, that's the average. One person will sign up with you or buy something. So that's your goal, right, for the free challenge group. Does that make sense of how to do that, how to approach it? So you can't just be posting about it. You actually have to be inviting people to it and kind of have a system. If those people say no to you, that maybe you're just not wording it correctly, because no one should really turn down a free challenge group unless they feel like you kind of, I don't know, said it a certain way. I don't know. We can come up with a post if you guys need help. You know, I can actually word a post and send it to you guys if you want. So the next thing in that group, you want to talk about how they're feeling throughout that challenge group, what their goals are, what they struggle with. So you can answer those questions inside the group, and other people can see it, and they can kind of, you know, get comfortable and like that. After 7 days, chances are they're going to want to keep continuing on this journey, right? So that's a great segue to then say, you know, I know you've been participating in this group. I think you'd be fantastic in our next challenge group we're having. This really narrows in on your nutrition plan. It also provides you a meal replacement with, you know, superfoods, or you can give them a testimonial about one of the coaches or challengers and tell their story with Shakeology, and then talk about the DVDs and how they're only 30 minutes, or kind of just talk about, you know, if they have like knee problems, obviously they're not going to do Insanity. So kind of focusing on their goals, so you can kind of choose a workout program for them. Make them feel, you know, like they're a person. like I said in the beginning, like you don't want to sit there and think about, oh my God, I need this because I need 2 points, right? So if you just sit down and kind of get your mind in the right place and say, you know, I'm going to help this person. This is what I'm going to do. They're going to build that trust with you more. So next thing I already mentioned this, but motivation in that group is key. A lot of times when you're scrolling through Facebook, I mean, it's getting better now because chances are a lot of the posts you see are coaches on our team or challengers. So your newsfeed probably isn't super negative. But I remember before I started coaching, my newsfeed was always super negative. Like I was even really negative, right? That's just how I was. And because I was surrounded by negative people and my workplace was negative. So when people are put into that free challenge group in the beginning, showing them a positive atmosphere and motivation throughout that challenge group and putting them in that setting that they don't need to be surrounded by negativity, and kind of building them up throughout those 7 days is really going to help them kind of transition into one of our groups as well. Does that make sense? Okay. Okay. So let's kind of go back with the challenge, or with the calendar, sorry. Or we'll start with, what's today? Okay, so the 21st, we just had a challenge group start Monday, right? The 21st, start promoting Coaching at a Glance group. So you can take a picture of yourself. You can follow up with people that you already spoke to. But the reason why we do the Coaching at a Glance group is to get people kind of answer their questions, figure out their, you know, what their hesitations are, and close them before February begins. Okay. So we'd sign up their challenge pack. and then basically start them in a challenge group starting February 1st. The way that I approach it with a, what's it called? With a coaching opportunity group, because now that we don't do the Facebook groups, I still say I only have a few spots left. So they feel as if they need to do it now, else they're going to have to wait. And if they are excited and they're ready to go and they want this, they're going to say, okay, just do it. Let's sign up. If they have hesitations, kind of figure those hesitations out. But coaching at a glance group is really important, especially if you still feel uncomfortable trying to close somebody or talk to somebody. I can answer their questions, and then we'll be posting videos in there as well. So that's something you want to be posting every single day, whether it be on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, blog, whatever it is, whatever you feel comfortable with. Don't be posting every day on Facebook at the same time that you're going to be having a coaching at a glance group. Space it out. So if you do the first day on Facebook, word it a certain way or a different picture, and then Instagram the next day is a different way that you're going to word it. Don't do the same exact post because it's going to become white noise and clutter to them. Then promoting the webinar. So if they like this is going to start when there's the coaching at a glance group, right? So in the coaching at a glance group, we can promote that there's going to be a webinar to answer their questions, like live answering their questions. Also, inviting people to the webinar on Facebook, Instagram. I know you guys all know how to do that. But then this way, it's on the 28th, right? The people that were unsure, hesitant, or needed help, like kind of pushing them over that hump of fear, we can close them on the 28th. So that way we can sign them up. You have 3 days to follow up with them, the 29th, 30th, 31st. Sign them up, get them ready to go to start into February. So that way you should be hitting your Success Club points. The free challenge group is so key because really, technically, you should get your first 5 points within the first 10 days of the month. And by doing that, it's after the free challenge group, right? Another thing that I do, so I know you guys all saw it, but I keep that list of like 100 invites that I do every single month. At the end of the month, I will follow back up with the people that I think, you know, that want to start, like that we're just a little hesitant, that I'll kind of push at the end of the month. So tell them that we have a challenge group coming up February 1st. Oh, sorry, that's not in this one, but we're going to start running a challenge group the first, like a paid Beachbody challenge group the first of the month and the first week of the month and the third week of the month. So that's not on the calendar, but that's going to start happening. Just because there's so many people signing up, I don't want people to sign up and then not run a challenge group and they have to wait, and it's I don't know. It's not good for them. But does that make sense with utilizing the calendar, how to promote and how to kind of see how you can get Success Club points throughout the month and why we do this system? Okay. So this system should work for you no matter what. There should be no excuse not to hit Success Club 5 every single month. It should be a non-negotiable. I remember July, I literally worked till the last second, like 11, like 49. And I called my dad and I was like, Dad, you're signing up with the challenge pack. And he already got Shakeology like every single month home direct. I was like, you need to sign up with the challenge pack right now. Like, there's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. Like, I was determined to hit Success Club 5 at least every single month. Some months I'd hit Success Club 30, and then other months I'd hit just Success Club 5. But you should make that a non-negotiable in your business, especially if you want to grow your team, because your team is going to look at you. And if you're not hitting it, chances are they're going to be like, well, why isn't she hitting it? Like, it's not going to be a priority to them. Does that make, like, you are the leader of the pack. So you want to grow your business. You want to be hitting those numbers to show your team that they can do it. It's easy. It's simple. If you have it in your head that it's easy and simple, you're going to achieve it. And I have that drilled in my head because one of the top coaches, that's what she tells, literally what she tells her team is that this is easy. You're going to do it. And they do. They achieve it, because if you think it's going to be hard, if you're like, oh my God, how am I going to hit Success Club 5 every single month? You're not talking to enough people, and you're not inviting enough people. That's really what it is. Did you guys all make like your business activity tracker kind of like after we re-engineered our goals, reverse engineered our goals? So how many invites you should be sending out per day, and how many people you should be talking to every day? Okay. So the minimum, I would say, like if you want to really build your business, the minimum invites I would do per day is 2 invites. So actually inviting somebody, not to a paid Beachbody challenge group and a coaching opportunity. Because that's how you're going to earn in business. I wouldn't count the free challenge group as, I mean, I guess you can count it. You can count it if you want, but I never count my invites to my free challenge groups. Okay. Now, there's 4 things that I want to kind of go over to help you with Success Club and help to grow your business. First thing is passion. You want to portray passion in your business no matter what. In your posts, especially around your family, your friends, no matter what, you want to be passionate about your business, because that is going to motivate you and push you to go further. I have so many people in the beginning who were like super negative around me, and I kind of just got over that like initial 6 months, and now they all support me and ask me about what I'm doing. But I want you guys to know that passion, people can read your your posts need a fire in them. Joanna, your posts have been awesome the past couple weeks. I love them. Great job. Another thing is knowing your target market. And this is something I struggled with in the beginning, because I was trying to cater to guys, girls, literally like the biggest age, from like 18 to like 60-year-olds, right? I mean, yeah, chances are you can get that age group, but I wasn't narrowing my focus in on a certain target market. I'm a mom, right? I wasn't utilizing that I was a mom. So my target market obviously is going to be moms. My target market is obviously people in their 20s. That's my target market. I stopped trying to focus so much on what everybody thought, or what I was wording things to guys and girls, where guys are going to sign up in this business too, obviously, but that shouldn't be my target focus, right? Because I can't really relate. I can't capture them at the times I needed to. So know your target market. If you don't know your target market, that's something you really want to just think about tonight. Figure out who you want to attract. And when you're doing your posts, act like you're talking to yourself in your posts. So when you're forming or you're creating your post, act like it's you're speaking to, because that's who you're going to start attracting, people like you, and that's who you want to build on your team, individuals just like you. Next thing. Another thing with that is don't post random things. So things that relate to you. So for instance, I only post about like kids. I post about food. I post about health remedies. I post obviously about the business opportunity, challenge groups. Those are things I post. I don't post like negative statuses or random statuses of the day. Like I just don't, because your following isn't going to be as many people if you're posting other things throughout that. That's something that I didn't do in the beginning. Another thing is invest in your business. So I know all of you guys already got a challenge pack. That's obviously something you want to stress to your future coaches as well, is that you can be successful in the business, but you want to be proof the product works. Invest in that challenge pack. Another thing that I came across, it's called Elance. So I'm going to send you guys the link in the chat real quick. And maybe some of you guys already heard of it. Let me send it to you guys. Okay, so Elance is this website. where you can hire people to set up like a blog for you if if that's like craziness and you're like, I don't even know where to start. If that's something that you want to start working on to attract your target market to you as well, if you feel comfortable adding that into your business. Another thing is, I didn't know this, and I'm going to really look into it, but you can actually hire somebody on Elance to work an hour out of their day to find people on Instagram that are like you and kind of communicate on their photos and like their photos and find your target market, people that are like specialized in this. And I just found out a lot of coaches do this now, or people in network marketing have started to do this. So when you see people say, oh, I really like this, and where'd you get that? They could send out that to 50 people throughout the day, right, within that hour, because they have the technology and they know how to find that person's target market. And they're starting conversations with all these people. So you don't have to worry about necessarily talking to people on Instagram all day, right? If that's something you struggle with, or on Twitter. Obviously that costs a little bit of money, but that a little bit of money can turn into 5 coaches, which can turn into thousands and thousands of dollars when they start working their business. So now I don't want to overwhelm you. So you want to still do your to-do list, your 3 vital behaviors, forming and inviting, that process. But if you feel as if you can start writing maybe a blog, or if you can, save up a little extra money to hire somebody to help you, that's a great way to kind of get ahead, I guess. Like I said, I haven't done it yet, but I really want to start trying to utilize it, especially because my biggest thing is it's hard for me to expand my network and find the right people, especially with Hayden. I'm like running around with her on my hip and cooking dinner and like finding people on my phone. So that's something that I would do. But there's other things that they could do as well, like help you with different posts, or they can come up with like your Facebook banner, anything that you need help with. I don't know if you guys are on the site right now, but you can say, I want to hire someone. And basically you can go through an interview process and find somebody that kind of matches up with you. And you guys can communicate back and forth that way. Another thing is number 4. So pour your heart into challenge groups. Invest your time into these groups. Make sure you're, really helping the people that you put in them, because just because they didn't sign up as a coach doesn't mean that after this they're done, right? You want them to get the best results and the best transformation, because they're going to go and then talk about that to their family and their friends, and chances are they're probably going to sign up as a coach. A lot of my challengers have signed up as a coach, but you can't like sign them up and just stop talking. You can't just throw them in a group and then not communicate with them. And I think a lot of times coaches will do that. Like they'll sign somebody up and be like, here's your challenge pack, get them all excited. And then maybe they talk to them for 3-4 days and then they kind of let them go off by themselves. And you don't want to. You want to, be initiating conversation. I'm not saying like every single day hound them, just be there for them. If there's a question in the challenge group, answer it. Just be really present in your challenge groups. And then the last thing is kind of ties back into the beginning, is commit to yourself that you're going to help change lives. Like commit, like that is your motto, is that you're doing this to help change lives. In return, you're going to get rewarded of how, if the reward is going on different vacations with your family, or being a stay-home mom, or building a dream house. If those are the things that you really want to achieve, you have to remember that you need, like the first initial goal is to be helping people. And you need to kind of pour your heart into that. Makes sense? All right. So I'm going to unmute you guys and answer questions to kind of help you with Success Club. If I can find the button. Okay. So if you guys have specific questions about Success Club or any struggles, Because I know some of you guys have kind of been struggling with like closing people. So do you guys have like specific scenarios you want to go over? Here, I can stop recording too, so we can just talk.